So in the last video, we spoke about um how to share your Tuya app with other people, and I've created a link already, and this is the link here. And I assume this person doesn't have a Tuya app; we just have a link. If the person has a link Tuya app already, you can still use the link. So you will skip a process, which is the process of creating the what they call it, the process of creating the account itself. But if it doesn't have, then you will need to do everything. So let's do that. So I'll click on this link. Immediately I click on it, it takes me to my web page, my maybe your browser, for example. So it will show me the the device I want to link to. So I can see it's showing ages block 4/1. We created it in the last video, and I'll click on go to Tuya. Presently, because of the video I'm making, so I created a dual application. So I will just use the second one, so which is the one with the yellow. So I'm there. So now it's a new app. So all I need to do is agree. Then I would say I'm signing up. I'll put my email. So I'll be using no, I'm not using that. I'm not using that. Google and suggestions. Um, I'll be using customer. Do I remember? Let me just see. So I'll be using this, and I would get a code. So this code will go directly to my email. So let me just go to my email. Go to my email. And when I open my email, I should have a mail from Tuya. I think that's what came in now. So let me just go to it. Slide. Okay, yeah, so this is it. I'll click on this, copy the code, and continue my registration. So it tells me to use a password. Oh, Tuya, Google and suggestion. I don't need your suggestion. Please leave me alone. And so I can tell Google to just give me a good password, and I'll put my email address here so it will store, and I'll use Google's one. So it's taking time. I don't know why. I've told it to use it. I don't know why it's taking time. Okay, so I've done that. So I'll just click on done. So this one, you just, if you want them to collect data from you for their own use, you click this and all that. So if you don't want it, you just click on go, just click on continue, and it's bring up you to this page. So when you are here, it's very easy. Remember that you got a link from someone that invited you, so it's not showing here. All you need to do is to go back to the message you got from the person and click the link, and go to Tuya, then add it to the second one, which on your own it will be the first one. So immediately do that, it will show it here, then you accept. One good thing is that even if you are not close, remember that we did it on an external router. Even if you are not close to the device, if you are close to the device, your phone will make use of your Bluetooth to connect to that device. If it's not close to it, it's going to use internet. If the router has an internet, even if you are in London or you are in New York or you are in uh, Tokyo, anywhere you are in the world, you can still connect to the device so far the Wi-Fi or the hotspot or the router has internet. So I'll just click on continue. Yeah, allow. So now I can see the app. So, but if you notice now it's showing shared. So that means I'm not the main account to this. So the main account is more like the admin, then this is more like the client side of it. So the client too can see everything. and they too can recharge. So that's why your password is very, very important. Ensure you have your password. They don't need to have your password for recharging. They can just have the information. So they can see basically the same thing you see. They can even set things under the settings. They can set how they want their device to act. If you want it to have a they want to as in so these other settings most people may not be needing it unless you want to use it for protection. So if you want to use it for protection, you can say, oh, you want it to only use, you just want to draw only 1 kilowatt from this. But please know that this is depending on the model of your device, of your smart breaker. So if you are using some smart breaker, you may not see this overload. For some too, you may not see earth leakage. But however, most of them have earth leakage. Most of them have temperature sensor, which most times by default this is not turned on. Most of them have overcurrents. Most of them have all these other features. So you can use it if you want to use it to protect surge. You can always on this and say, okay, when it's more than 270, don't connect and all that. And if you use for low voltage too, but please know that if your area has a very, very low voltage, maybe you sometimes you have 150 and this thing is turned on, this device will never connect. So it acts like as a protection device. So, but all this protection part of it doesn't need your expense password. So the password is only for expense. So don't share your expense password as an admin with the client. So they can see the same thing. They can see the unit they've used. They can see the unit they use per hour, per day, and all that. But this thing doesn't, unless if you have a 2 year, unless if you have a 2 year, what called subscription, you can't get more than 1 week information of what you've used. But however, the total units used will still be correct because it doesn't keep the record more than 1 week for people that don't have subscription, but you have you still have the information of what is left on your device, and you can see the remaining balance. You can see what you've used. What you used will be the forward active energy units. So you see that, and that's all.